Healthcare has always been and will always be simply a matter of serving those around us. It is a responsibility expressed through action. Today we are here to honor those who do that very thing, action through service to our community. Support for the weak, the physically challenged, the lonely, the sick, and those in despair. Their efforts give a noble and humanizing meaning to a community. Each of our honorees today define themselves not by their own identity, but by that of what they do for others. The recipient of the 2012 Allied Healthcare Hero Award is Team of Emergency Responders, Hanover Hospital. This year's Children Health Advocate Award goes to Children's Aid Society.
The 2012 Chiropractic and Spine Health Hero Award goes to Dr. Scott B. Levon Chiropractic.
And the recipient of the Dental and Oral Care Hero is David J. Urich, Westside Dental. The 2012 Nurse of the Year Award goes to Joyce M. Page, Critical Care Unit, Memorial Hospital. And the 2012 Pediatric and Pediatric Specialty Heroes Award goes to Children's Surgery Center, LLC. And the Pharmacy Hero winner is John Nazario, Giant Food Store. And the winner of the 2012 Physical Therapy Hero Awards goes to Brian Hartz with Hartz Physical Therapy. And the 2012 Physician of the Year Award goes to Huey Palmer, Ring Springs Family Medicine. And the 2012 Senior Care Hero Award goes to Angie M. Walker, Social Worker, Visiting Angel. The 2012 Volunteer of the Year Award goes to Robert E. Elicker. And the recipient of the Women's Health and Wellness Hero Award is John J. Lawrence, the Women's Health Care Group. We are pleased to present the recipients of the 2012 Hospital Heroes Award, Joy Gingrich.
Kendra Green and Diane Deep. Sister Martin Hobrick.
This year's Lifetime Achievement Award is presented to Ruth E. Walker Foltz. Ruth, you really are a gem in our community, and we thank you for your life's work. You have helped so many. Good morning. Healthcare has always been and will always be simply a matter of serving those around us. It is a responsibility expressed through action. Today we are here to honor those who do that very thing, action through service to our community. Support for the weak, the physically challenged, the lonely, the sick, and those in despair. Their efforts give a noble and humanizing meaning to a community. Each of our honorees today define themselves not by their own identity, but by that of what they do for others. Good morning. My name is Dave Shankweiler, and I am the CEO of Journal Multimedia, parent company of Central Penn Parent Magazine. I welcome you to our 4th annual Healthcare Heroes Awards program. For the past 15 years, our parenting publication has served the informational needs of parents of children from birth to preteen in the 5 counties of Cumberland, Dauphin, Lancaster, Lebanon, and York. A large part of the editorial information we supply to our very loyal readers, and an area we get the most questions from those readers, is related to the health of their families. We are blessed to live in a region that offers the quality and abundance of health care, health services, and nonprofit organizations to serve the many segments of the population and demographics of this place we call home. The Healthcare Heroes Awards are all about honoring healthcare providers who are heroes to our families. That is why we are here this morning. Many of our honorees were nominated by their patients because of their extra care and dedication they provided above and beyond what was expected of them. Others were nominated by peers who respect and value their exceptional talents. These individuals and organizations have touched and will continue to touch the lives of families in our region and beyond. This is our chance to thank them for all that they do. Several organizations have joined Central Penn Parent to make possible these awards. Without the support and contributions from our sponsors, the Healthcare Hero Awards would not be possible. I would like to take a few moments to thank these organizations, beginning with our supporting sponsors. Beata Nurses is one of the largest home health care providers nationwide. They offer a full range of home health care services, from skilled nursing and personal care to rehabilitation and therapies for pediatric, adult, and geriatric clients. Please welcome Cindy Furman, Area Director of the Lancaster office of Beata Nursing. Oh, here comes Cindy. Want to go here? Thank you, Cindy. Hanover Hospital is a not-for-profit community hospital dedicated to the promotion of wellness, preservation of health, and the provision of diagnostic and therapeutic services to the people of the greater Hanover area. Here today from Hanover Hospital is Charlene Baker, Director of Operations. Charlene? There's a lot of people here today. It's a long walk. Sorry. Thank you, Charlene. Keystone Mobility seeks to enhance their customers' lives by providing durable medical equipment designed to improve their quality of life. Here today from Keystone Mobility is Andrew Sterling, CEO. Thank you, Andrew. I would also like to thank our 3 major sponsors for their valuable support of this program. Memorial Hospital is dedicated to its mission of promoting, improving, and enhancing the health and well-being of the community through donations to area nonprofits, volunteer hours by their associates, free health screenings, educational classes, advanced life support services, and charitable care for uninsured and underinsured children and adults. Josette M. Myers, Vice President of Marketing, Development, and Community Relations, is with us this morning from Memorial Hospital. Thank you to Josette and Memorial Hospital. Penn State Hershey's Children's Hospital at the Penn State Milton S. Hershey Medical Center is one of the highest-ranked children's hospitals nationwide and the only Level 1 pediatric trauma center between Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. The hospital consists of more than 150 pediatric medical specialists in disciplines such as cancer, cardiology, and critical care. Here with us today is Dr. Barbara Ostrov, Vice Chair of Pediatrics. Nice to see you again. Thank you so much for being a sponsor. Thank you, Dr. Ostrov. Vibra Healthcare, with corporate headquarters in Mechanicsburg, is a leader in the field of acute rehabilitation and long-term acute care. The company currently has multiple hospital operations and outpatient locations in 12 states, including long-term acute care hospitals, rehabilitation hospitals, and outpatient rehabilitation and therapy services. Don Yoder, Chief Development Officer and Chief Compliance Officer, is with us today. Don? Nice to see you again. How are you? Thank you very much. Thank you to Don and Vibra. The presenting sponsor of the 2012 Healthcare Heroes Award is Spring Creek Rehabilitation and Healthcare Center, located in Harrisburg. Spring Creek believes in care through the continuum of life. The facility features services such as subacute rehabilitation, physical, speech, and occupational therapies, Alzheimer's memory care, and hospice and respite services. The center's dedicated team of professionals provides residents with a wide array of planned recreational activities in a warm and inviting home-like community.
Well, there's a lot of qualities I'm looking for personally in my healthcare providers. First one being that they're genuine and really care about us.
Number one, compassion, because I think that also extends into kindness and gentleness. I don't think that bullying gets very far, but I like somebody that's very compassionate.
One that might go out of their way to help you do whatever might need to be done, even if it's not part of their job description.
Like that one, Kathy. She's a very nice lady.
There's a lot of people here that do all kinds of things over and above.
There are many employees here that I believe have that same quality, yet are very caring and passionate.
They're lovely. I've been here 1 year, and they do a good job.
Okay.
I like them a lot.
There's a lot of people here that are very nice, and all the patients are nice too, and they all like me.
Those are the things I look for. They're good people overall, but they really care.
It's one great family here. They like me and I like them.
Good.
What else can I say?
Please welcome Matt Roman, Executive Director, to the stage. Matt?
Thank you. Well, good morning and welcome to all of you. My name is Matt Roman. I'm the Executive Director at Spring Creek Rehabilitation and Healthcare Center. I want to say it's a pleasure to be here again this year as a sponsor of Healthcare Heroes. I was blessed to be surrounded by a group of truly dedicated and caring individuals last year who made the service to others a priority of their lives. I'm happy to report that we have a new group of caregivers this year to recognize who continue to selflessly serve Central Pennsylvania. These individuals, as well as countless others, are leading the way in improving the lives and well-being of individuals on a daily basis. So from Spring Creek and all of the individuals in Pennsylvania receiving outstanding health care, I say thank you and enjoy the day. Thank you.
Good words. Thanks again. Thank you to Matt and Spring Creek for being our lead sponsor of this program. We have 4 more category sponsors that we will introduce later in the program. Gift of Life Donor Program, the Hospital and Health System Association of Pennsylvania, Kruger Chiropractic, and Smoketown Family Dentistry. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We greatly appreciate your support, and if you would, and you have a chance to thank the sponsors personally after the program, I would highly encourage that. Another group of individuals who contributed to the success of this program is our independent panel of judges. These individuals reviewed and scored all of the nominations to determine the finalists and award recipients that we will announce shortly. And I will tell you, they have the hardest part of this program because they've got to read all the nominations, and they have the tough job of deciding who the finalists are, and believe me, or finalists and winners are, and believe me, that is not an easy job. Judges, please stand as I call your name. Dr. Shyam Balapur, internal medicine physician at Lancaster Cancer Center. Dr. Lisa Fritz, co-founder of PINK Partners. Cindy Furman, Area Director, Beata Nurses. George Hartwig, Dauphin County Commissioner. And Susan Heinley, owner and president of Visiting Angels. Thank you to our judges for their time and expertise. Now, on to the awards. Please welcome to the stage my co-MC and Central Penn Parents publisher, Maureen Williams.
Thank you, Dave, and thank you to all of you for sharing your morning with us today. It's an honor to be here with you to recognize the talented, dedicated people who work tirelessly and selflessly every day to make our communities healthier and safer. I would like to congratulate all of the individuals and organizations who were nominated and selected as finalists for our program. And I would also like to thank those of you who nominated these deserving healthcare professionals. The staff of Central Penn Parent Magazine and our readers thank you for your commitment to healthcare excellence.
Thank you, Maureen. We have 13 categories plus one special award to present this morning. We will begin with the first category and profile each of the finalists one at a time. Just a note for the finalists, as soon as your name is announced, not after the video runs, but as soon as your name is announced, please come to the stage to accept your award and have your photo taken with our sponsor representatives. Organizations being honored should send one representative to the stage. After your photo is taken, please step down from the stage, but do not return to your seat until after the winner is announced. After we have profiled all finalists in the category, we will announce the winner and ask that person or company representative to come back on stage for the award. We will then move on to the next category. At this time, please welcome to the stage Eric Klein, Assistant Administrator from Spring Creek Rehabilitation and Healthcare Center, to the stage to present the awards. And joining Eric to help honor the first group of awards, we have from the Penn State Hershey Children's Hospital at the Penn State Milton S. Hershey Medical Center, Dr. Barbara Ostrov, who will also help present the awards. And just one comment about our finalists and our winners. Finalists, you are all winners. That we are able to bring such amazing professionals here in a room to honor you, you are all winners. So as a finalist, please feel very honored that you're coming up to this stage so that we can honor you. And yes, there are winners in each category, but everybody is a winner. So we truly appreciate you being here. Now, on behalf of Central Penn Parent Magazine and our sponsors, we are pleased to present the 5th Annual Healthcare Heroes Award.
Let's begin with the Allied Health and Emergency Medicine Hero Award, which honors an individual or organization in allied health or emergency services who provides services that go above and beyond the benefit families in our local communities.
Alder Health Services is dedicated to improving the lives of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community, as well as individuals struggling with addiction. To do so, the nonprofit agency has designed a network of health services and programs ranging from HIV testing and STD screening to mental health counseling. Recently, Alder Health opened a wing in its facility dedicated to providing quality primary medical care to individuals confronted with a myriad of unique health challenges, regardless of their insurance status. Alder Health Services.
For more than 20 years, Ina M. Binky has served Camp Hill-based Holy Spirit Hospital as a nurse anesthetist. Recognized as an icon of excellent nurse anesthesia practice, she is committed to maintaining the highest quality standards while keeping patient safety at the forefront of every procedure. She makes it all look very easy, while anyone who provides anesthesia knows how challenging it really is. says nominator and co-worker Kathleen Pfeiffer. In addition to mentoring and teaching student nurse anesthetists in their clinical education, Binky supports a strong relationship between anesthesiologists and nurse anesthetists, resulting in a smoothly run anesthesia department. Ina M. Binky.
As a plastic surgery resident at Penn State Milton S. Hershey Medical Center, Dr. Sebastian Brook says he is most proud of having a career that allows him the opportunity to take care of people and to represent an institution with a tradition of compassion and excellence. Elizabethtown resident Amy Slody recently had the chance to witness Dr. Brook's compassion firsthand after taking her 3-year-old son to the emergency room for an infection in his finger. Thanks to Dr. Brook, my son doesn't remember his experience as a traumatizing event. In fact, for quite some time after the ordeal, he wanted to be a doctor, says Slody. Sebastian Brook.
Early in the morning on May 23, 2011, a 911 call came in, reporting that a man was injured in a local industrial accident. Responding immediately to the dispatch, Hanover Hospital's Medic 46 unit found the man on a catwalk, 15 feet in the air, with his arm trapped in a piece of machinery. After quickly assessing the situation, the medic unit rescued the man, then coordinated with a team of additional hospital personnel, including an orthopedic surgeon, an OR nurse, and an anesthesiologist. Although the arm had to be amputated, the man's life was saved thanks to the timely and skilled teamwork. Team of Energy Responders, Hanover Hospital.
And the recipient of the 2012 Allied Healthcare Hero Award is Team of Emergency Responders, Hanover Hospital.
The second award category is Children's Health Advocate. The Children's Health Advocate Award honors an individual or organization committed to advancing the health and wellness of children in our local communities.
Founded in 1913, Children's Aid Society in York has been committed to helping at-risk children and their families build stronger, healthier lives through compassion and professional services. These services, which are provided regardless of a family's ability to pay, include child-centered play and art therapy, individualized counseling, parent support groups, family advocacy, a crisis nursery, a 24-hour hotline, and referral service, as well as community education and volunteer opportunities. Over the years, the organization has grown to operate 3 local centers that address children and child-parent relationships. Children's Aid Society.
In existence for more than 40 years, the mission of Community Progress Council Incorporated is to provide all members in the community with the opportunities, resources, and skills to move towards self-sufficiency. In keeping with this mission, the agency offers the WIC program, a federally funded program that is committed to improving the health and eligible pregnant women, new mothers, and children. Since its introduction, the WIC program has provided nearly 7,000 patients throughout York County with free nutrition education, breastfeeding support, healthy foods, and referrals to health and social programs. Community Progress Council Incorporated.
Committed to reducing the trauma of child abuse investigations, Emily Huggins has gone above and beyond to enhance the York County Children's Advocacy Center's mission to provide a safe house for children to be interviewed and given a medical exam. As the Forensic Examiner Team Program Manager at WellSpan Health York Hospital, Huggins took the initiative to bring a sexual assault forensic exam nurse program, also known as SAFE, to the center. Thanks to her dedication in managing hospital contracts, funding challenges, and hours of training, the first SAFE nurse exam was conducted at the center in October 2010, with more than 120 anticipated annually. Emily Huggins.
From a young Amish family in Lancaster County with a colicky baby to a mom in Croatia with a sick baby and no access to therapy, more parents are discovering the calming techniques of baby massage thanks to Amy E. Ketchum, owner and creator of Amy's Babies LLC in Lidditz. In addition to personally introducing families to baby massage, Amy, a certified baby massage therapist, has created a series of baby massage DVDs. Having a sick or uncomfortable baby is the most helpless feeling imaginable, and I feel blessed that I can offer some education and techniques to empower these parents to help their babies, says Ketchum. Amy E. Ketchum.
Many mothers face barriers with breastfeeding, such as latching difficulties, low milk production, and returning to work. As a prenatal social worker for more than 10 years, Shannon M. Lilienthal often encountered the lack of support for breastfeeding mothers facing such challenges. As a result, she became an international board-certified lactation consultant and began her own practice. My philosophy is to help the mother achieve her breastfeeding goals, whatever it may be, she says. I love to see the pride they take in providing their own milk for their baby, a special gift only they can give. Shannon M. Lilienthal.
Since opening its doors in 1995, the York-based Susan P. Barnes Health Education Center has been committed to educating and inspiring people of all ages to make healthy choices, particularly children. The center was recognized early on for teaching students as young as pre-K to make healthy choices. They found that teaching the children at a young age would give them the tools to continue healthy habits for a lifetime. The center has been delivering health education programming to students throughout the South Central Pennsylvania for the past 17 years. In addition to taking its more than 90 programs to schools and community groups, the center reaches children globally through its web-based initiative, www.learntobehealthy.org. Susan P. Barnes Health Education Center.
This year's Children Health Advocate Award goes to Children's Aid Society.
The third category of awards is Chiropractic and Spine Health Hero and is sponsored by Kruger Chiropractic. Kruger Chiropractic opened its doors in the spring of 1992 and has been serving Lancaster County for over 15 years. Their unique focus specializes in treating injuries and conditions of the musculoskeletal system only. Please welcome Sally Kruger, owner of Kruger Chiropractic.
Oh, here she comes.
Thank you, Sally. The Chiropractic and Spine Health Hero Award recognizes an individual involved in chiropractic and/or spine health and wellness whose services notably benefit individuals and families in our local communities.
For Dr. Scott B. Levan, owner of Levan Chiropractic in Harrisburg, being a chiropractor is about helping every patient achieve a fulfilling and happy lifestyle full of the activities they enjoy most. In addition to providing advanced specialized spinal correction, Dr. Levan offers nutritional counseling, lifestyle advice, and corrective exercises. Scott Levan cares about his patient's bottom line, says nominator Julie Echterling. He not only adjusts his patient, he cares about how they are doing in their overall health and makes adjustments to their spine accordingly. Scott B. Levan.
Since opening Camp Hill-based Madeira Chiropractic in 1996, Dr. Julie Madeira Needwick has enjoyed helping families achieve and maintain optimal health naturally. One of her greatest passions is caring for pregnant women and children. As a diplomat in clinical chiropractic pediatrics, she is one of only 160 chiropractors in the country specializing in the care of pregnant women, infants, and children. She is also specialized in caring for those with autism. I am rewarded when a baby who has been in a breech position turns easily after a special adjustment, or the child who has battled asthma gets well, says Dr. Madeira Needwick. Julie Madeira Needwick.
When Albert J. Skosik's dreams of becoming a marathon runner ended abruptly after learning he had scoliosis, he redirected his energy and passion for running into becoming a chiropractor. I love the career path I have chosen because one of my main goals is to make sure our patients, family, and friends don't wait too long to get the care they deserve, says Dr. Skosik, who founded Harrisburg-based Skosik Chiropractic. Known for his whole person approach to chiropractic, he has helped close to 17,000 people in central Pennsylvania become pain-free. Albert J. Skosik.
As a chiropractic neurologist with Keystone Chiropractic Neurology in Mechanicsburg, Dr. David B. Sullivan is passionate about giving children and adults who suffer from chronic pain new hope for the future. Always going the extra mile to obtain certifications and advanced neurological training, he is highly trained to assess how a patient's condition ties into the brain, spine, and nervous system. As a result, he has had great success helping patients with conditions that other treatment methods have failed. Such conditions range from the debilitating headaches, vertigo, head injury, and stroke, to movement disorders, dyslexia, and autism. David B. Sullivan.
Stephen C. Torregrossa can often be heard telling people that he enjoys his career so much that he awakes before his alarm every morning. As a natural health care provider with Keystone State Family Chiropractic in Dallastown, Dr. Torregrossa considers it his mission to help people reach their health goals without having to resort to potentially dangerous treatment procedures. He believes that no physician is a healer, but rather a facilitator of the body's innate healing ability. Dr. Torregrossa also makes a point of treating each patient as if they are a member of his family. Stephen C. Torregrossa.
The 2012 Chiropractic and Spine Health Hero Award goes to Dr. Scott B. Levon Chiropractic.
Our next award is Dental and Oral Care Hero. This category is sponsored by Smoketown Family Dentistry. Smoketown Family Dentistry provides high-quality family dental care in a comfortable, relaxed environment. The staff is friendly, trained, and knowledgeable. With us today is the owner, Jennifer Lenahan. Nice to see you. Thank you for being a sponsor. Thank you, Jennifer.
Now let's honor these individuals working in the dental health and wellness fields.
For more than 10 years, Dr. Eric Felix has been providing dental care to the children of Lancaster and surrounding counties. Passionate about providing quality dental care to children wherever there is a need, he has expanded the dental practice he took over from his father to include 8 additional office locations and is now president of Children's Health Associates in Lancaster. To ensure that no child goes without dental care, he works with all insurance companies, even acting as a liaison with some providers. He says it is very satisfying to see a child walk out of the office after a dental procedure with a smile. Eric Felix.
As the dental director at Hamilton Health Center in Harrisburg, Dr. George W. Harold and his team have made it their mission to help the uninsured and underinsured population maintain their teeth so they can live healthy, productive lives. To do so, he expanded office hours, received training to provide much-needed specialty services, and helped create a sliding fee scale for patients. In addition, he uses his vacation time to provide free dental care to patients in third world countries. He says he feels blessed to have the opportunity to provide dental care and bring smiles to the less fortunate. George W. Harold.
While Cassandra L. Minnick loves every aspect of her job as a dental hygienist with Dental Health of Silver Spring in Mechanicsburg, working with children is her favorite part. She says she tries her hardest to make it a fun and enjoyable experience for them so they never have to fear a visit to the dental office. Nominator Sarah Brown could definitely tell that her 3-year-old daughter enjoyed her first dental checkup with Casey. Her daughter actually asked to have her teeth cleaned again as soon as she was done. Sarah also liked how Casey explained all the instruments and gave everything a cute name so her daughter could relate. Cassandra L. Minnick.
Seven years ago, Dr. David J. Urich opened Westside Dental in York with a mission to treat only the poorest in the community. Since then, his practice has seen more than 20,000 unique patients, regardless of their ability to pay. Whether providing free dental services to a disabled Iraq War veteran and his family, rewarding patients who graduate high school with a free teeth bleaching, or sponsoring community fundraisers, Dr. Urich hopes to plant the seed of inspiration. I don't mind if my patients can't remember my name, but I hope they remember the process of giving, helping, and healing. He says, David J. Urich.
And the recipient of the Dental and Oral Care Hero is David J. Urich, Westside Dental.
I would like to welcome to the stage Josette Myers from Memorial Hospital to help present the next set of awards. The next category is Nurse of the Year. This award goes to a nurse or nurse practitioner who displays exceptional performance in his or her field and whose services benefit families in our local communities.
A true mirror to the Gene Watson theory of caring, Peggy Chicachopo goes above and beyond to alleviate patients' pain, stress, and suffering by taking measures to comfort them. Chicachopo once said, "If I see a patient or visitor in need, I don't worry about whose patient it is or if I have the time to help them. There's always something I can do to make their situation better." Passionate about healthcare education, she places an emphasis on educating herself, her coworkers, her patients, and the community. Peggy Chicachopo.
For neonatal intensive care unit nurse Patricia A. Keener, also known as Patty, there has never been a single moment over the past 34 years that she has ever wanted to be anything else. She enjoys seeing young, tiny patients survive and thrive, whether working with doctors and nurses to determine the most appropriate care for a patient, spending time throughout the day comforting a newborn, or offering support to families faced with difficult decisions. Patty shows a level of empathy and concern that transcends her job responsibilities. Patricia A. Keener.
During one of her clinical rotations 25 years ago, Leslie A. Miller Jacobs had a nursing professor tell her, "Let's go make a difference." Today, as a staff nurse in the outpatient medical infusion unit at Holy Spirit Hospital in Camp Hill, she is doing just that. From thoroughly explaining the disease process and treatment plan to offering emotional and spiritual support, Miller makes it a priority to put her patients and their families at ease. The thing she likes best about being a nurse, she says, is seeing the difference she makes. Leslie A. Miller Jacob.
As a nurse and certified diabetes educator at Holy Spirit Hospital in Camp Hill, Suzanne L. Nesmith is committed to showing acceptance and compassion to people dealing with issues of diabetes. Using her clinical skills to determine individual needs, she strategically develops a plan of action which actively involves the patient. She also helped to develop group diabetes education classes for patients and their families. Suzanne truly believes that diabetes educators have the ability to influence better health outcomes and lower medical costs for patients with diabetes, and she is privileged to have a role to do so. Suzanne L. Nesmith.
Most patients in the critical care unit at Memorial Hospital in New York know Joyce M. Page for her commitment to helping them heal from serious illnesses and injuries. What they may not know is that in addition to her role as the unit's clinical educator, she also teaches life support classes for the American Heart Association, served in the military reserves for 20 years, sings in a choir and country music group, and drives a bus route 2 days a week for church parishioners. I would like to think as a nurse and a citizen living in the rich and diverse culture of central Pennsylvania, I make a positive difference in lives of the people I touch, she says. Joyce M. Page.
With a professional nursing career spanning 40 years, Susan L. Swales has had an impact at all levels of healthcare, ranging from critical care and cardiac rehabilitation to community health. Today, as the clinical education team leader at Holy Spirit Hospital, Susan can add clinical staff education and development to that list. Susan likes the variety of nursing practice opportunities and enjoys the ability to teach and mentor new nurses. Thanks to this role, she has enjoyed experiencing other professional opportunities as well, such as public speaking and writing. Susan L. Swales.
And the 2012 Nurse of the Year Award goes to Joyce M. Page, Critical Care Unit, Memorial Hospital.
The next category of awards is Pediatric or Pediatric Specialties Hero. This award is presented to a physician or non-physician working in pediatric medicine or pediatric medical specialties.
Only the second of its kind in Pennsylvania, the Children's Surgery Center, LLC in Lancaster, was created, designed, and staffed to more effectively provide restorative dental care to the area's special needs children and adults. Since opening, the facility has helped more than 500 children get back on the road to oral health, significantly reducing their wait time for a procedure at the local hospital. In addition to focusing on taking the fear out of surgery for kids using general anesthesia, the center extends their care to every member of the family, involving them in all aspects of care. Children's Surgery Center, LLC.
According to Dr. Attila Davini, having dual roles in the healthcare community makes his career twice as rewarding. In his role as chair of the Department of Pediatrics at Lancaster General Hospital, he enjoys working on behalf of the community by working to improve access for patients, develop programs needed in the community, and make sure that parents, children, and relatives are satisfied with the care they receive. As a practicing pediatric gastroenterologist, Dr. Davini has had the opportunity to interact with patients one-on-one and advocate on their behalf to achieve the best outcomes for their health. Attila Davini.
As an attending neonatologist and assistant professor of pediatrics at Penn State Milton S. Hershey Medical Center, Dr. Kristen Glass says she draws inspiration from the people she comes in contact with at work, in the community, and at home. Driven by a desire to get the root of her patients' health issues, Dr. Glass recently went above and beyond the call of duty to diagnose a breathing problem that a premature baby girl was experiencing. She made a real difference in the life of my daughter and helped to make what was a terribly difficult time for us as parents much easier, says the patient's mother, Kristen Glass.
For Dr. Christopher S. Ryder, building his own pediatric practice from scratch has been his most rewarding career accomplishment. Ryder feels there is no greater honor than being allowed into so many families' lives. One such family is the Dederers, who have forever been inspired by his outreach. On the same day Kathleen Dederer unexpectedly lost her husband, her son had severe pain in his leg that required immediate testing. Showing sincere compassion for their situation, Dr. Ryder not only performed all the necessary tests himself, rather than sending them to a specialist, he took time to check on them throughout the day. Kathleen says she will never forget the kindness he offered her during that time. Dr. Christopher S. Ryder.
As a speech pathologist, Joan M. Schwanger has had the opportunity to work in different facilities and settings, from schools to nursing homes to hospitals. The greatest reward, she says, has been seeing patients enjoying their lives. Currently working at Penn State Milton S. Hershey Medical Center, she strives to help children and adults receive appropriate services. Nominator Patty Desmond truly believes her son is talking today because of Joan. After diagnosing Desmond's son with speech apraxia, Schwanger began a vigorous program that helped him learn to move his lips and use his tongue. Desmond says her most heartfelt day was the day Brian said, "I love you." Joan W. Schwanger.
For as long as Dr. Faith M. Wilt can remember, she wanted to be a doctor and help people. Today, as a physician at JDC Pediatrics in Mechanicsburg, she is living her dream. Dr. Wilt feels she can really make a difference in lives by educating parents and patients about health and development. Nominator Maya Colonna can't thank Dr. Wilt enough for the difference she has made in her daughter's life since diagnosing her with appendicitis, a condition that is very rare in young children. Colonna says that if Dr. Wilt had not been so diligent and in tune with her daughter, the appendix would have surely ruptured. Faith M. Wilt.
And the 2012 Pediatric and Pediatric Specialty Heroes Award goes to Children's Surgery Center, LLC.
Our next category, Pharmacy Heroes, recognizes individuals or organizations in the pharmacy field, including but not limited to pharmacists, pharmacy assistants, pharmaceutical companies, and more.
As a pharmacist at Holy Spirit Hospital in Camp Hill, Ron Siren's good nature and compassion have a positive effect on everyone he comes in contact with. Even in the worst situations, he has a unique ability to make people laugh and smile, says co-worker and nominator Ashley Wary. In addition, he has a positive attitude and is very accommodating. When it comes to his most influential role model, Siren is quick to credit his mother, who worked her entire life in a hospital as a nursing assistant, to have a positive influence on patients' lives. Ron Siren.
For more than 17 years, Chuck Mikulka, more commonly known as Dr. Chuck, has served the Lancaster community as a pharmacist at CVS. Being accessible to help patients directly is the most rewarding part of his day. Nominator Common Joy Coolish Rhodes is just one of the many patients he has made a positive impact on. Rhodes feels what makes him special and really stand out among other pharmacists is his remarkable patience and sincerity when it comes to pharmaceutical needs of families. He makes the customer feel like they are the only one in the store, says Common Joy. Chuck Mikulka.
A strong advocate of pharmacist-administered vaccinations, John Nazario has worked diligently to help Giant Food Stores expand the availability of flu vaccines in the community. In addition to being one of the first pharmacists in his store to receive the required training, he is one of only 2 certified to train others. As a result, he has trained more than 100 colleagues and helped to develop instructional videos. As the pharmacy manager at the Giant store in Elizabethtown, he takes pride in offering everything from the flu shot to a variety of other adult vaccinations, making it easier for the public to safeguard their health. John Nazario.
For Jeffrey C. Shull, the decision to become a pharmacist was an easy one. Growing up with a father that was a community pharmacist, Shull used to love watching him in action. He said he was a man with deep concern for his patients, offering medical advice, compounding medications, and extending credit to people down on their luck. Today, as a pharmacy manager for Rite Aid Corporation in Carlisle, Shull strives to duplicate that same passion for patient care that his father did, as well as provide the old-time pharmacist service to his patients. Jeffrey C. Shull.
And the Pharmacy Hero winner is John Nazario, Giant Food Stores.
Now on to our next category, Physical Therapy Hero. This award honors individuals or organizations whose work in physical therapy has made a marked difference in the lives of members in our local communities.
For the past 27 years, Joseph B. Boletza has used his skills as a physical therapist to help people from the Carlisle community recover both physically and emotionally from injury, surgery, and illness. Currently serving as the clinic director of First Choice Rehab Select, Boletza treats everything from workers' compensation and sports injuries to general health issues. As a certified athletic trainer and sports lover, he also enjoys donating his time and expertise to help local coaches and athletes. Joseph B. Boletza.
As a physical therapist and clinic director at Cardin and Miller Physical Therapy in Mechanicsburg, Robert W. Gorinsky is committed to providing each client with customized treatment strategies to correct the issues that are affecting them as an individual. In addition to being certified in the McKenzie method of evaluation and treatment of movement dysfunction, Gorinsky is a certified strength and conditioning specialist. Christopher Connor attributes Gorinsky's 10 years of experience and constant encouragement to his 17-year-old son's successful return to health from the dark despair of a very serious back injury. Robert W. Gorinsky.
Whether he's helping patients maximize their physical well-being or raising money for nonprofit organizations, Dr. Brian Hartz is all about giving back to others. Since establishing Hartz Physical Therapy 12 years ago, he has grown the practice to include 3 state-of-the-art facilities in Lidditz, Lancaster, and Ephrata. In addition to offering patients a range of therapies and services, the practice sponsors a 5K run and raises money for nonprofit organizations in Lancaster County. One such organization, Aaron's Acres, has received more than $20,000 to expand its recreational programs for children with special needs, thanks to Dr. Hart's efforts. Brian Hart.
As a physical therapist at Penn State Milton S. Hershey Medical Center, Elizabeth I. Nur has helped many children with a wide array of physical, mental, and emotional disabilities. With a unique ability to make working through pain to reach impossible goals a fun experience, she is able to motivate even the most difficult of patients. From helping families learn to deal with their child's quirks to backing the request for assistive medical devices, she truly enjoys serving as an advocate for those in need without looking for gratification. Elizabeth Nur.
And the winner of the 2012 Physical Therapy Hero Awards goes to Brian Hartz with Hartz Physical Therapy.
Here to help us present the remaining award categories is Don Yoder, Chief Development Officer and Chief Compliance Officer with Vibra Health LLC, Healthcare LLC. The next category is Physician of the Year.
To his patients, Frank J. Batista is more than a doctor. He is considered a healer, a counselor, a teacher, and a friend. Not only does he devote time to get to know patients' successes, fears, and concerns, both physical and psychological, he is an advocate for their special needs and care. As a physician with Cocoa Family Medicine in Hershey, Dr. Batista has enjoyed many opportunities to make a difference for his patients and his community. I've enjoyed long-term relationships with many patients and have delighted in the opportunities to be involved in a number of 4- and 5-generation families over the years, he says. Frank J. Batista.
From personally walking patients to the lab for blood work to tweaking their medications to correct side effects, Dr. Eric Esch is always proving to his patients that their health is in good hands. As a family physician at Norlanco Family Medicine in Elizabethtown, he does more than look at a patient's chart. He takes the time to ask questions and truly listen to his patients, which in turn enables him to better recognize and treat problems. Nominator Carol Mold says that because Dr. Esch took the time to listen to her, she will have many more years of quality life with her family and friends. Thanks to Dr. Esch, Carol was recently diagnosed and successfully treated with pulmonary embolisms. Eric Esch.
When Dr. Susan A. Mellinger decided to pursue family medicine as a career path, she knew it would be challenging, humbling, and always changing. Over time, she has grown to appreciate the incredible privilege it is to share in the doctor-patient relationship to provide support and encouragement, as well as practical tools for healing. Today, she serves as a physician at Crossroads Family Medical Center in Brownstown, as well as Ephrata Community Hospital. Her caring and understanding go far above those required by duty, and her professionalism is of the highest standards, says nominator Stephanie Rittenhouse. Susan A. Mellinger.
While changes in technology and administration have streamlined the way patients receive care, Dr. Hugh Palmer still offers one thing to his patients that few other physicians do. In addition to seeing patients at his practice at Green Springs Family Medicine in York, he makes house calls to visit those who cannot come to him. What Dr. Palmer likes best about his career path is that he has had the privilege to take care of patients from the nursery to the nursing home. Over the years, he has also used his expertise to guide Memorial Hospital, from serving on the board of directors to supporting the Healthy Kids campaign to working with medical students. Hugh E. Palmer.
And the 2012 Physician of the Year Award goes to Huey Palmer, Green Springs Family Medicine.
Our next award is the Senior Care Hero Award. This award honors an individual or organization committed to advancing the health and wellness of senior citizens.
Having held jobs in the long-term care industry for 29 of her 32 years in nursing, it's safe to say that Jean A. Peterson is passionate about the elderly. Today, as a nursing assistant instructor at Harrisburg Area Community College, she hopes to pass on her love for patients as well as the proper care procedures to new caregivers. Peterson says, I try to show them the compassion, respect, empathy, and care needed to perform their duties. Her ongoing mission is to make sure the elderly have the respect they worked all of their lives to achieve. Jean A. Peterson.
Inspired by the medical staff and the nurses who cared for her mother when she became ill with cancer, Angie M. Walker entered the human services field with a mission to help others in need. Today, as a social worker with Visiting Angels of York, Walker is passionate about providing older adults with the best quality care to keep them in their home as long as possible. Angie says that being a social worker is a very rewarding career, and she enjoys being able to solve problems and assist families in finding resources that best fit their needs. Angie M. Walker.
And the 2012 Senior Care Hero Award goes to Angie M. Walker, social worker, Visiting Angel.
Our next category, Volunteer of the Year, is sponsored by the Gift of Life Donor Program. Gift of Life Donor Program is a nonprofit organ and tissue donor program serving hospitals and patients in the eastern half of Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, and the state of Delaware. Gift of Life works to coordinate transplants for those waiting while supporting the generous donors and their families who have chosen to give others a second chance at life. With us today is Dwendy Johnson, Senior Coordinator of Community Relations. Thank you, Dwendy.
That's me. Now for the finalists in the Volunteer of the Year category. This award goes to an individual who contributes time, effort, and expertise to patients or healthcare issues in central Pennsylvania.
Several years ago, Bachman Davis began serving Holy Spirit Hospital as a pastoral care volunteer. Since then, he has been bridging language barriers as an interpreter and offering spiritual comfort through prayer. With a kind heart, a warm personality, and a sense of faith beyond compare, he goes above and beyond to help not only his patients, but also the visitors and community members he meets with who are in need. His whole life is volunteer work, and it truly fills him with great love and happiness. Davis says he cannot see a life beyond it. Bachman Davis.
Since joining Memorial Hospital 14 years ago as a volunteer in the pharmacy department, Robert E. Illicker has logged more than 6,000 hours of service walking the entire hospital layout 5 times daily to pick up any mail medications. With his kind heart and friendly smile, the 90-year-old has become one of the most well-known individuals at the hospital. In addition to his service at Memorial, he has found other ways to give of his time and talents to the community over the years, such as performing in a band, delivering Meals on Wheels, and volunteering with the York Area Agency on Aging, helping seniors with their finances. Robert E. Illicker.
For more than 20 years, Audra L. Henderson has volunteered her time, talent, and treasure to Frey Village in Middletown. As a member of the Senior Living Communities Auxiliary, she helps enrich the lives of residents by organizing a variety of cultural activities and events. Her ability to sit and visit someone who is in need of compassion and a friendly smile has also led her to volunteer as a Frey Village abider. In this role, she offers companionship, support, and reassurance to the dying at their bedside. I only hold their hands and talk to them, but it gives me a warm feeling that I can't explain, says Henderson. Audra L. Henderson.
Every one of those an amazing story of volunteerism. Let's give them all a round of applause again. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your volunteer efforts. The 2012 Volunteer of the Year Award goes to Robert E. Illicker.
The next category is Women's Health and Wellness Hero. It is presented to an individual or organization that makes women's health and wellness a top priority and whose efforts benefit women of all ages in our community.
As an in-store nutritionist at Giant Food Stores on Lingelstown Road in Harrisburg, Sarah E. Gluntz is passionate about teaching nutrition to people of all ages and sizes. I get so much joy from seeing my clients experience remarkable changes in mood, energy level, and quality of life by changing the food they eat and how they eat it, says Gluntz. One such individual is nominator Amy Austin, who says she always had a problem with her weight and eating unhealthy food. She also had a serious addiction to caffeine. Gluntz helped her develop a realistic nutritional plan, and Austin is already eating better and feeling better. Sarah E. Gluntz.
Over the past 33 years, Sandra E. Hoops has worked in midwifery care, empowering women to learn as much as they can about their health and well-being. Today, as a certified nurse midwife at Woodward & Associates PC in Middletown, she is known for spending quality time with patients and really getting to know their lifestyles and any concerns they might have. In this day and age, where treatment seems to be more buffet style than sit down, it is nice to know there is a professional midwife on my side who is after my best interests, says nominator Christine Spann of Camp Hill. Sandra E. Hoops.
Dr. John J. Lawrence says he couldn't be happier about choosing a career in obstetrics and gynecology. As a physician and partner with the Women's Healthcare Group in York, he does everything from performing deliveries and surgeries to helping patients through troubled times. I try to work hard for the good of my patients and do so with a smile on my face, he says. It was that smile that got nominator Natalie Weber through a very difficult delivery. In addition to giving birth 6 weeks early, Weber had to undergo emergency surgery when she became at risk for hemorrhaging. Thanks to Dr. Lawrence, I'm still here to enjoy every single moment of my daughter's life, says Weber. John J. Lawrence.
With locations in Lemoyne, Harrisburg, Carlisle, and Newport, Partners in Women's Healthcare offers a team of physicians, certified nurse midwives, and nurse practitioners dedicated to improving women's health. In addition to offering a full complement of obstetrics, gynecology, and midwifery services, Partners in Women's Healthcare also provides various surgical procedures. Committed to serving the community as well, staff members are actively involved in everything from supporting breast cancer awareness, organizing local food drives, and teaching women's groups about health and wellness. Partners in Women's Healthcare.
And the recipient of the Women's Health and Wellness Hero Award is John J. Lawrence, the Women's Healthcare Group.
The next category is our last for this year. Our Hospital Heroes category is sponsored by the Hospital and Health System Association of Pennsylvania. HAP is a statewide membership services organization that advocates for nearly 250 Pennsylvania acute and specialty care, primary care, subacute care, long-term care, home health, and hospice providers, as well as the patients and communities they serve. Here today is Julie Kissinger, Vice President, Communications and Public Affairs. Thank you, Julie.
Now, a little bit about this category. We asked local hospitals to nominate someone from their organization that they thought was a true hero. We established no criteria, only that the award recipients uphold standards of excellence in whatever job they do. This award is the hospital's chance to shine the spotlight on an employee who truly deserves it. We are pleased to present the recipients of the 2012 Hospital Heroes Award as selected by their colleagues. And there is no winner in this category. Each of them is a winner. For Pinnacle Health System in Harrisburg, their definition of a healthcare hero is Joy Gingrich. As the nurse manager for the hospital's medical surgical intensive care unit, Gingrich is always going above and beyond to make her staff members feel special, from making them breakfast, lunch, or dinner, to showing up in the middle of the night to help out the night shift. She also serves as a mentor for new nurse managers and represents Pinnacle Health in the local community through Junior Achievement's classroom program. Outside of work, she has made 2 mission trips just over the past year. each time she took one of her children to introduce them to the importance of giving back. Joyce Gingrich. Sorry, I just read yours.
Do you want me to do yours?
Go ahead.
As switchboard operators at Memorial Hospital in York for more than 25 years, Kendra Green and Diane Dietz serve as the voices of the hospital. They are the team that provides a pleasant greeting on the other end of the phone when someone calls the hospital. They also greet and escort visitors, answer questions, help volunteers, and so much more. Vice President of Marketing Development and Community Relations at Memorial Hospital, Josette Meyer, says, "They are often behind the scenes, but everyone at Memorial Hospital wants them to know how pivotal they are to our operation and how much they are appreciated." Kendra Green and Diane Dietz.
Go ahead, you can do the voice.
Since beginning her nursing career with Holy Spirit Hospital more than 40 years ago, Sister Martin Hobrick has served wherever she was needed, from staff nurse to health supervisor to assistant director of nursing. For the past 17 years, she has served as the nurse manager of the John R. Dietz Emergency Center. Her love of nursing and how she handles today's challenges in clinical care shows that she is committed to providing quality patient care and maintaining excellent patient and staff satisfaction, and why she is our healthcare hero, says nominator Sister Romaine Meyer, Holy Spirit CEO and President. Sister Martin Hobrick.
Our congratulations to the 2012 Hospital Hero Award winners. At this time, I'd like to bring Josette Myers and Dr. Barbara Ostrov back to the stage to join Eric and Don in presenting our final award this morning. This award was created to honor an individual's lifetime commitment to the health care of our region. This year's Lifetime Achievement Award is presented to Ruth E. Walker Foltz. Growing up on a farm in Cumberland County during the Depression years, Ruth E. Walker Foltz found inspiration watching her mother work hard and raise 8 children, all while keeping a smile on her face. "I love that Mom loved to laugh and joke, though her life was full of hardship as it was of happiness," says Ruth, who in turn has emanated this same joy as a caregiver and advocate for individuals with special needs. Though her name is little known, she's been a hero to many since the earliest days of developmental disabilities efforts. Ruth's journey began in 1970 as a house parent in the first group home in Pennsylvania for persons with mental retardation. Always one to put the needs of those she cared above her own, Ruth once worked single-handedly for nearly a month at the home due to a staffing emergency. Her 4 children, then adolescents and young adults, visited her and the residents there, learning firsthand about service to persons with developmental disabilities. A special note here, 3 of her adult children, Carolyn, Bill, and Sharon, followed in their mother's footsteps as professionals in mental health, developmental, and physical disability services. Her reputation for patiently facilitating individuals with special needs followed her into her next career of providing clerical services within the Pennsylvania State Police. In addition to her own duties, she accepted a special assignment to support and accommodate a young employee with cerebral palsy throughout her entire tenure. After retiring from the clerical field at age 60, she returned to work in mental retardation services, signing on as an in-home community caregiver for Cumberland and Perry County's mental health, mental retardation programs. From 1990 until almost 20 years ago, she has served numerous families until almost 20 years later, from 1990 until almost 20 years later, she has served numerous families. And although she would never describe her work as heroic, both county administrators and families' parents served would undoubtedly agree that is her characterization. She accepted some of the county's most difficult cases, always with good nature and kindness. At age 70, she received notes of appreciation from high-ranking state and county officials for her years of service. Little did they suspect she had another 10 years of service in her. At age 72, Ruth transferred to United Cerebral Palsy of Central Pennsylvania and finished out another 8 years of her second career in special needs services. Perhaps the most notable turn in her journey as a caregiver happened in 1995 when Ruth's grandson Joey was born and eventually diagnosed at age 5 with Asperger's syndrome on the high end of the autism spectrum. Ruth was his full-time caregiver in his early years before his attendance at the Capital Area Intermediate Unit Preschool. As an informed grandma, she later assisted with classroom activities, providing awareness of Asperger's syndrome to parents and others. Ruth became a true advocate for her grandson in the community, introducing this unique and amazing child to various social interactions and settings she enjoyed, and he would come to treasure. As she grows older, she continues to live with great heart, abiding joy, and continued participation and interest in the world of human services, a world changed so much for the better since her introduction to it in the 1960s. Ladies and gentlemen, Ruth E. Walker Foltz. Congratulations to all our finalists and award recipients. Thank you for your acts of kindness, your innovations, and your efforts to improve healthcare in Central Pennsylvania. We were only able to give you a quick snapshot of the great things each of our honorees are doing for our communities. Central Penn Parent will be highlighting each of the finalists and award recipients in a special section of the upcoming May 2012 issue of the publication. At the conclusion of the program, I invite our award recipients along with sponsor representatives to join us in the front of the stage for a group photograph. Again, our appreciation to our sponsors: category sponsors Gift of Life Donor Program, the Hospital and Health System Association of Pennsylvania, Kruger Chiropractic, and Smoketown Family Dentistry. Supporting sponsors: Bayada Nurses, Hanover Hospital, and Keystone Mobility. Major sponsors: Memorial Hospital, Penn State Hershey Children's Hospital, and Vibra Healthcare LLC. And our presenting sponsor, Spring Creek Rehabilitation and Healthcare Center. Thank you for joining us this morning to pay tribute to these unbelievably amazing healthcare heroes. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.